13 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And all the way down to the 26. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 49 yards. Throwing Rivers. And caught by Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Rivers to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Rivers, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Lance Kendricks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out as they have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A first down throw here for Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Miller. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action from Miller. Now Watson rolling to it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Back now in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Rivers now on the screen. This is Eckler. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great start to the 2nd quarter, better than 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun. Rivers looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because that's exactly what you're supposed to.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed. They put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. To throw, Rivers. Caught by Allen. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. From the gun, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To the air again here, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribe, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now Watson being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson, he's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, you saw that one. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. This pass finds its way to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Rivers now to throw on first down. And he's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now Hyde. Room here to run. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Carlos Hyde, 47 yards. And the Texans, and he takes off with it. It's a fake.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Rivers. Now a desperation throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And Watson's going to throw it here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
258. Hey, 626.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. Jones has it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. This will be caught by Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. On 1st down, it's Ingram. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
They toss to Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Jackson. On the move to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation. Probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
They'll let this go for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. This one complete to Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this 1st half of action. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Draw play. Ingram now. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Jackson. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Jackson now on third down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
Get a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year. And I know you're going to let us know.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Jackson now dancing to his left. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch twist. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Under
10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back now in Baltimore. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers throwing again. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat
like or subscribe
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need... And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy.
because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 11-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Jones. Busts through the tackle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. From the gun, Boyle. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there getting him the first. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise, how about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with. And to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. First throw in overtime now for Jackson, being chased out left. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Back north.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get...
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real what's round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go be. Better run up the cash.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. Out to the 25-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Check, 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 check. Check, check,
44-yard line.
check, 48, the mic. Check, 40.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Mike 48.
It's a gain of a yard.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10. 14-yard line.
Single. Check 83, ball going to 83. Tight end right, ready, go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's another Baltimore first down. First down and goal to go.
48, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he works free. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up second and 5 at
Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Ingram. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
What's up, Buggy?
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo
Be sure to hit that subscribe button.
I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Nah, I don't play much.
After the penalty, it's Ingram.
I never played
And
it.
he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Here we go, here we go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, move. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 48 for Mike. I know he ain't got it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, Snead's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Jackson on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, in Southwest, this is trap. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, it's an iPhone, I got a jet mode. Be fresh though, if you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special, I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey.